If you've been following along, yesterday I talked about the Broken Scepter from the War Within quest, and today I'm going to talk about the Xoris melee weapon that you get from the Deadlock Protocol. Um, I want to go through and talk about as many quest reward weapons as possible, and the Xoris is one of them. And it's probably one of the best melee weapons in the game, if not one of the best glaives in the game. The glaive, top three, no specific order. Glaive Prime, the Codapathicist, the Xoris that we are talking about today. No specific order. They all have their own little niches. Um, with how early you can get this thing with the Deadlock Protocol and the quality of life that comes with it, it makes for just a great melee weapon to pick up and mod for as soon as you get it. I have two builds I'll be showing you today. I have one that is for the Xoris itself as soon as you get it, and you put a catalyst on it. I'm talking zero forma build here. It's just a catalyst, and you will cook enemies at your level. I'll be testing them on just some level 50 normal path Grenier here just to show you the build that it does work and will work when you get it out of the box. And then I'll show you my super endgame steel path arcane galvanized mods build that I have going. Um, I will say the Xoris comes with zero polarities, and I do have 4 forma on it, so it's pretty big investment late game, but it is 100% worth it. The Glaive Prime isn't always in stock, and it gets pretty expensive. The Codapathicist, you might want to wait and get a good roll in the Valence bonus from the Coda shop. So I think the Xoris is like your best bet if you want a heavy attack glaive. So now I will go show you this build. Like I said, these are trash. These are normal path, level 50 orc and greener guys and whatnot. Um, this is just like around the level you'll be fighting. When you acquire this from the Deadlock Protocol, probably on the star chart, you're probably doing high level Kuva Fortress, high level relic cracking missions and whatnot. So I feel like this is a fair comparison to what you'll be seeing. And that's just one heavy attack. These heavy guys do take a little bit to chip down, but they are gone. And one unique thing about the Xoris, it has infinite combo. You don't have a combo decay meter, and it has a forced electric proc whenever you heavy attack, so it's really good for our late game influence build. So I'll go right into um, the end game build next here and show you against that steel path working Grenier. No peeking. Don't pause and look at the build. We gotta do the showcase first. So this one, it's gonna be just as crazy here. This is the endgame steel path showcase. Heavy attack. We get the influence proc. And it just scales up. It's like nothing changed. Just the build and just the difficulty of the enemies. And they're still getting cooked. But yeah, that's both builds in action against their like respective power levels, I'd say. And now I will talk about both the builds themselves. So if we go into my config B here, I do have 4 forma, like I said. So it's hard. I think I did the math right. This should come out to about 70, and you should be able to do this with just a catalyst and 0 forma. If not, I would lower the amount of points in your elemental mods, and I am modded for Blast. I think Blast Electric works really well even without influence on, and I think Blast on a heavy attack glaive is always good. I run Blast on my Glaive Prime too, and I'm pretty sure I run Blast on my Codapathicist, although I'm not sure off the top of my head. I'd have to go look at my build, but that's whatever right now. But this is what I would run if I just get it from the quest and I want to put a reactor catalyst on it. This is what I would be running. It is pretty solid. You got your raw damage, pressure point, crit chance, crit damage, corrupt charge for your heavy attacks, killing blow for your heavy attacks, and we're modded for blast. You don't have to worry about modding for Grenier or the Corpus or the Infested or this or that with Blast Electric on, and it's pretty solid. This will carry you for a while. Heck, it might even be able to do base steel path. Um, I don't even know. I'd imagine it could. It's a very, very strong melee weapon. As for the end game build here, triple galvanized mods. You get all three of these from the uh, shop, arbitration shop. Galvanized steel, more crit chance, crit damage. Galvanized elementalist, Our blast damage will be doing lots of damage. Our electricity damage will be doing lots of damage. This is very good. More status damage, more status chance as well. And it's a very good mod for this weapon. Galvanized Reflex. This replaces our Corrupt Charge from the baby build. Um, we get tons of initial combo count for this, up to 5 times, and it feels great. Modded for Blast here, just like we were over here. More Blast Electric. On this one, we have Amalgam Organ Shatter instead. It helps for the heavy attack wind-up speed when we're about to chuck the thing, and Killing Blow for more melee damage on heavy attack, and Pressure Point for our raw damage. Star upgraded Pressure Point. It's a lot of just elevating from the baby build to this build. Um, and obviously, because we have the forced electric proc on heavy attack, forced electricity there, we are going to run influence. But I was running this exact build before we even got influence. And before I even put influence on, I was still using it because I was still like, do I really need it? You don't need influence at all for this. The AoE from the blast is enough. It's crazy. It's insane still. Um, influence is just like, hey, we heard you like AoE, so here's some more AoE kind of thing. Honestly, you could probably run whatever you want here for fun. Um, Melee exposure for blast and corrosive and electric, that could be fun and good. If you could mod for magnetic and group enemies up with your glaive, and then like double tap them again with the glaive, that could be fun and interesting. I don't know. Um, Melee retaliation, maybe you're playing Volt with primed redirection or Guy or a Hildren, that kind of thing. Melee fortification, you get more armor if you're a tanky frame. I don't think Crescendo's going to work. I don't think Duplicate's going to work that well. Afflictions, I don't think that's going to really work. And Dowdy, we have 0 puncture damage whatsoever, so it's really not going to work. But yeah, I think the world's your oyster here, kind of, when it comes to your arcanes. But run this build and you will have a good time. All right. I'm gonna head into a Steel Pass survival of some sort. I don't know what I'm gonna run into. I'll decide when I get there. Uh, yeah, so I will see you in the survival. All right, we're back on some Steel Path Lewis survival with me Xoris here, and we should be chilling and having a good time. I'm on Zephyr, so I'm pretty tanky. I'm invulnerable with my air shield up. As long as I don't get like sneakily meleeed by anyone. And this should be pretty chill. I mean, this is like one of the best melee weapons in the game, period. And I should have no problem getting a bunch of kills to keep the life support up and to kill the Thrax when they spawn and kill Mr. Acolyte when they spawn. It should be a pretty easy time on this lovely Tuesday. Lots going on. I don't know. I'm playing the new Risk of Rain update, trying to get the last false sun skill unlocked, and that's been a pain in my rear. There's some basketball on today. I'm a big Nuggets fan. They play today. Hoping it goes as well as it can. I don't know. Very chill melee weapon. You don't have to think. It is one of those weapons. Kind of like the Tord Incarnon, that kind of thing. You just brain off. I don't have to focus or like talk about every single thing I'm doing. I'm just chucking this thing like a rock and hitting my heavy attack button, and the enemies die. Boom, boom, boom. I think I need to lock in just a little bit though, and like actually sit in one spot, so I can keep killing guys and let them come to me. And I keep dashing into my AoE explosion there and stunning myself a little bit. I don't have Prime Surefoot on Zephyr. I do enjoy Zephyr a lot. They do pop out of the arsenal from time to time, but that's like 2 more Forma, I think, for my Zephyr build if I wanted to run Prime Surefooted, and I think I'm pretty good on that. Ooh. Ooh. Wow, neither of those guys got hit from that. Interesting. Hello? Hello? Okay, now he's dead. I am running my Derigia Sentinel. He is priming the enemies with lots of elements, but we don't have condition overload on, so like it doesn't really matter, you know? Boop, boop, boop. And I knocked myself down again. Oop, I didn't even heavy attack there. Boop. And boop. Yeah, honestly, this is such a chill time. And you could be doing this the second you get it from the Deadlock Protocol. And I don't even think the Deadlock Protocol is locked behind anything insane. I do think you can get it fairly early. And I know you have to complete the second dream, so that's a tall task, right? Um, yeah, but no, I mean I've used this thing for literal years. It took me. I didn't want to buy a Glaive Prime. I wanted to farm it. I wanted to farm Glaive Prime. I didn't want to buy it. I've always had enough plat to buy one. I waited till it came back out of the Prime Vault, and I grinded my own Glaive Prime out, and it was pretty satisfying. But until then, I always used the Xoris. Always, 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 always used the Xoris. And it carried me for a long time, I will say. But no, this thing's awesome. I mean, I love it. It's a Corpus Techie weapon as well. Honestly, it looks pretty sick with this Zephyr skin here, the Harrier skin. I'm quite a fan. If you're more here for the fashion and functionality. The Falcor is also another good Corpus glaive, but you know, fun change of pace. Every single glaive I think that like tends to be good is a heavy attack glaive. The Falcor is best used as a light attack glaive and chucking light attacks out. So if you're into that, I do have a Falcor video because I thought that's like unique enough to talk about. And I yapped about it a little bit, showed off my build for my Falcor, and it's a pumper. It's pretty good. I think it's so good actually. I believe I used it on some Scaldra Survival in Halvania, and that's like notoriously pretty tough for life support. I think I kept it up. I don't know. I don't remember. It's been a while. It's been a hot minute. Right, here comes Torment. This is the guy. He turns into like Hydroid and stuff, right? And dashes. Yep. He can knock me down with the. Ooh, I'm getting cooked by the Sentient there. And the Sentient's down and the Acolyte's down in the same throw. Two birds with one stone. Get it? I don't know. I thought it was a good one. I thought it was a good one. Ooh, that's 5 minutes. And Thrax are here. They should just get popped. There we go. Operator time. Ooh, a little lag spike there. What the? Yeah, the Thrax do not care about this for some reason. It cooked the Acolyte faster, surprisingly. Right, you're gone. You're gone. And that's the video. I mean, it's the Xoris. There's not much to talk about. It's really freaking good. It will carry you. It is a very good melee weapon. Honestly, I probably could have put out a build for the level 50 guys without even a catalyst in it. But I figured if you're gonna be dedicated to the Xoris and you're gonna use the Xoris for a while, you're gonna put a catalyst on it, and maybe not any Pharma for a hot second. But yeah, it is like the perfect like Pokemon evolution melee when it comes with his builds. You know, you get it in its baby form from the Deadlock Protocol. I guess it goes straight from Charmander to Charizard. There's not really like a mid-game version of the Xoris. I don't know, it would be a better comparison then. That's like normally the big one when people make memes and stuff. They show 3 evolutions. But that's the Xoris. Thing's freaking sick. It's a really good glaive. I can't recommend it enough. If you don't have it yet for some reason, if you didn't get it from your Deadlock Protocol yet, you haven't done it, you should definitely go do it. It's definitely a good melee to have in your arsenal, especially for things like ETAs and EDAs when they come along, if it's in there, or the circuit for you. Yeah, go get yourself a Xoris today.